Have you always wanted a change? Have you thought about it for months, maybe years? Listen, I have 4 tips that I want to share with you. I want to share with you these tips that can help motivate you to change. Change is so important, and whenever change takes place, what we have to realize is that things take a shift. Things in our lives take a shift. Sometimes our personal lives, the people that we hang around, all these things take a shift, and we have to be ready for it. And sometimes when we know that things will change and that things will shift, it kind of makes us hesitate. I hope this is not you, but listen, I've got 4 tips that I want to share with you. And the first tip is about putting yourself in a positive environment. When you're ready to make a change for whatever it is that you're going to do, number one is you want to make sure that you have surrounded yourself with positive people. You want to be in a place where you know people can lift you up and encourage you, and that you can go ahead and continue to do what it is that you have in your mind to do it. Because our mindset makes a huge difference. And if we're completely around negative people, we don't want to be like that. It drains us. I don't know about you, but it's draining, and all that negativity doesn't give you that to want to go do it. So make sure that you put yourself in a positive environment. Does that mean that you might have to cut some people off? Yes, it does. Especially if they don't get it, if they don't understand. Because sometimes when you go and tell somebody you're fixing to do something different, you know what happens? And they're negative. They're going to say that can't be done. And then before you know it, you've got to try to encourage yourself to continue to get up and do it. So sometimes you just have to say, hey, I'm not going to be around these type of people. I'm not going to surround myself with that, because I really want to make a difference. I really want to change whatever it is you're trying to change. So put yourself in a positive environment. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to seek out new people if you have to meet new people that will help encourage you to get to where you want to be. And this can be your work life. This can be your personal life. Listen, it can happen if you use this tip. Make sure you surround yourself with positive environment, people that will influence you, people that will inspire you. Number 2, you want to increase your knowledge in that area. I don't know too many people that I hang around with that say, oh, I don't want to learn anything. We are always learning. We should always want to learn. We should read books. Even when we watch a movie, if we're in the mode, in the mindset of changing, we should be in that position to where we are looking for something to help us in our change. I want to learn about it, whether I'm learning it through social media or whether I'm learning it through whatever I'm doing, reading a book. If I'm watching a movie, I want something that's going to inspire me in the change, in the direction I'm headed. So I don't have time to waste. I don't want to waste my time on things that are not going to help me change. Just like I don't want to waste my time in an environment that's going to continue to pull me down. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, look the part. Listen, let me talk for a minute about professional. If you are looking to increase on your job, and maybe you've just been rolling out of bed every day, you need to be intentional about your look, about what are you looking, what do you look like when people look at you? Do you look like you're headed in the direction that you want to go? Do you look like somebody that's inspired to be that person, whether it's in a leader or a manager in your workplace, or what if it's in your personal life and you want to be a mother? Listen, before I was a mother and became a mother, I learned and I began to read books about being a mother. Before I was a wife, I read books about being a wife. It's so important for you to tap into whatever it is that you want to do to learn about it, and so that you can look the part. You want to look the part. If you want to be a mom and start dressing like a mom, listen, wear them mom jeans. I think that's in. It is so important for you to look the part. Look the part. Time out. Take care of yourself. You want to take care of yourself. That is key to making the change. Okay? So stop rolling out of bed and just doing whatever and going with the flow. No. Be purposeful about it. Get up and be intentional about it. Look the part. Because when I look at you, I want to be able to say, hey, that person is looking like they're going somewhere. They're headed in the direction they need to be. They're up early. They're exercising. They're doing whatever it is they need to do. They're putting makeup on. They're combing their hair, whatever it is they need to do. Because that person is intentional. How about number 4? Be authentic. You got to be real. You have to be real. It is so important for you to take this to heart, because no matter what we do, whether we look the part, whether we're around positive people, whether we are increasing in our knowledge, if we're not being honest with ourselves, how can we be honest with other people? How can people really look at you and say, hey, this person is living an intentional, purposeful life. This person is changing. Change is going to start with you being honest and genuine with yourself. So if you've had some struggles with that, I encourage you to dive into that. Find out who you really are, and then get ready to make the change. And if it's a change that you need to be, that needs to take place about you being for real about yourself, then this is the time to do it. Listen, it's time out for wasting time. It is time for change. Be motivated to change. Don't push it back. Don't procrastinate. Don't keep saying, oh, I'm going to do it later. I'll do it tomorrow or the next day. No, do it today. I want to encourage you. Motivation to change.